Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Tracy Smalls, the last stand. Let's jump on into this video. Forgive the hideous look, I'm out on the beach. Listen, forgiveness. How often do you think, drop in the comment section, how often would you think you should forgive someone who have done something wrong against you, who have offended you, who have hurt you? How often should you say you should forgive them? Do you think we should be just like Jesus and continue to forgive over and over again? Because y'all know, some of us ask God to forgive us for the same exact sins over and over again. We just don't stop until we get ready to. So listen, don't mistake setting boundaries and forgiveness. Don't misunderstand the two. I believe, in my opinion, that yes, I believe that you should forgive. I believe that you should forgive because it frees you from the individual who have sinned against you, who have violated you in whatever way it is. Of course, forgiveness can be tough sometimes. Of course. I mean, consider a woman who was raped. Consider that woman, and yet God still wants that same woman to forgive. Not that she's going to forget what has happened to her, and it's not that she doesn't want that person to be punished to the fullest extent of the law, but to free herself, God still wants her to forgive the same way that he forgives. But there's boundaries that I also believe that should be in place. If a person is committing the same sin against you over and over again, yes, I believe that you forgive them according to how you're feeling, how often you feel like you should allow this person to stay in your space, your surroundings. But then it should become a time when enough is enough and you forgive them, but you don't want them in your presence. Is something wrong with that? I don't believe that there is nothing wrong with saying I am going to set healthy boundaries that I will not allow anyone to cross over on. Because sometimes people take your kindness for your weakness, and when they see that you're constantly forgiving them for the same act, they continue to do the same exact things, because then they realize that it's a pattern and a behavior with you also, because you're allowing it. So if you're allowing it, why should they stop? And then, people have this tendency of wanting you to forgive them and never mentioning that situation again. Well, if I have forgiven you, then I expect for you to not do it again. Because if you continue to commit the same sin against that person over and over again, it's going to take them back to the very first time that you've done it. And in your mind, you're thinking, why are they going back to that same old situation? It's not the same old situation. It's the time after first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and so on. So you can't do things to someone and then dictate how they respond. You can't dictate how quickly should they, oh, I understand. Oh, I accept your apology. Oh, we could be back the way we used to be. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes when a person forgives you, they need time to process what the heck you've done to them before they could even consider allowing you back into their space again. And you have to allow them that opportunity to do just that. You did them wrong, not the opposite way around. It doesn't work like that. So yes, I believe you should forgive a person. especially for a Christian. I believe that you should forgive because that's something God has instructed us to do. He said, forgive those who have trespassed against us. So that is a direct order from God. Forgive. Is it difficult? Yes, it is difficult. Is it something that you may have to practice? Yes. You may have to renew your mind and renew that thing over and over again, asking the Lord to help you with that situation, because you may say in your heart you forgive them, but you know when you've truly forgiven someone. When you see them, it's like it never even happened. But when you see them and you get the butterflies in your belly and it just doesn't feel right, when you're around them, you feel the energy. The energy is not like it used to be. Then that means that something's still there. It's something still there that you have not quite let go of yet. And that can take time, and that is perfectly okay. God knows you're working through it. But you have to be honest. And, like, Lord, this is where I'm at with this situation. This has been very painful and hurtful to me, and it's very challenging for me to let it go. Be honest. Be honest. Let that individual know I am working through and processing through everything that has happened. I'm working on trying my very best to forgive you for what you've done. But I don't expect for you to continue with the same offenses against me time and time again. And you expect for me to be okay with that. That's the way you have to approach that situation. You got to let them know you can't continue to do it and then think I'm going to be okay. Because you could forgive a person and let them go. Love them. Love them. Pray and wish nothing but the best for them. But they don't have to be in your space and in your life. You cannot continue to allow it. It's just like a person who may have been drinking and driving, and you've allowed them to use your car, your children. You forgave them. They crashed the car. You forgave them. You let them use the car again. The next thing you know, a few weeks later, a few months later, they're in another accident. Well, at some point, them telling you they're sorry is just not going to cut it anymore. You're going to pull that car away from them. And if they're on your insurance, you may even drop the insurance and say, I'm done. I had enough of this. I love you, but nah, we can't be doing this. No, 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 because I see that there's an issue with you with that. And I cannot allow myself to put myself in a position to where you hurt me. You hurt everything that I've worked hard to maintain and keep up with as far as keeping a good driving record, but you are out here being reckless. I love you, but you can't hold my vehicle anymore. That man, that woman who's constantly hurting you, I love you, but we can't stay in this relationship like this anymore. No. That child that is very disobedient, they're an adult. They're well over 25, 30 years old. They're still in your house, but they're still cutting up. I love you, but you got to go. Forgive them for all of what they've done, but you got to go. So forgiveness is something that we are required to do as Christians. And even if you're not a Christian, it should be something that you're practicing, because it takes too much energy to hold and harbor unforgiveness. Did y'all not know anger takes on a whole lot of energy to be angry? Do you realize just walking around in the house and not talking to your significant other, that is a lot of work, a lot of energy to be angry. So even if you're not a Christian, practice your very best in letting that thing go. But again, depending on the severity of it, you may need Jesus to help you with certain things. If you're that man or that woman and infidelity has been in your marriage, your relationship for a long period of time, you may not be able to do it on your own and forgive them. So it may take you to tap into Jesus if you don't know him already. Okay? Y'all share this video, like, comment, and share it. Share it. If you've not already done so, subscribe to this channel and click that notification bell so that you will be notified when I'm uploading new content. And don't come for me. I know my hair is looking like Celie from The Color Purple, but hey, once again, let me flip the camera. Let's see here. Can I do this? I was trying to, in attempting to flip the camera, I wanted you to see how beautiful the water is, but that's not happening today. Bye-bye. Take care. Peace.